And welcome to Weather and Ag in Focus on this Wednesday, February 11th, 1:07 in the afternoon. Temperatures outside right around, depending where you're at, 20s in the Northern Valley. We're right around 30 here in the Central and Southern Valley and the Lakes Country, and even warmer out to our west. And we've got some pretty quiet weather heading our way over the rest of this weekend to the weekend. I'm Chief Meteorologist Dean Wysocki, along with our Ag Director, Bridgette. Real good afternoon, Bridgette. Not a bad afternoon out there.
Dandy afternoon. Now, just want to give everybody a heads up because there's a lot of things going on this Wednesday. We are going to get the weather from Dean. We are going to talk with our guest, Nate Schlief. He is there in studio. We're going to talk about the Grand Forks Toy Farm Show that's coming up in March. We are going to get preempted by another press conference today at 1:30. So before that, we are also going to give you the chance to be the winner of 2 tickets to the Alabama concert with Exile at the Shields Arena on April 17th. If we get to come back after the press conference, there'll be more, but stick with us for this first half hour. It's going to be pretty action-packed. So back to the weather after all of the changes for today.
Yeah, and also, before we get to weather real quick, Freddie, our winner of yesterday. Freddie, if you are listening, please give us a call, as
Yes.
we need a little more information from you if you can. So 701-293-9000, Freddie, if you can give us a call. We need a couple more tidbits of information from you. Weather-wise, though, we are looking at some really quiet weather around the area, and that's good news for many. We did have some fog this morning, and some of that was on the dense side briefly, and that most of that is lifted, although there's still a little bit in the far northern valley, but the rest of us enjoying sunny skies. We'll top out today in the low 30s with southeast winds on the light side, and then clear skies tonight, almost a rinse and repeat. We're going to see more fog develop. Some of that could be dense towards morning with lows around 20, and that would be freezing fog, so some of those roadways could get a little bit slippery with that freezing fog tomorrow morning. But then sunshine returns and highs around 40 both Thursday and Friday, and even into the weekend. Bridgette, we've got some quiet weather, with Saturday probably being the pick day, right around the low 40s. More sunshine, or more clouds, I should say, on Sunday, with temperatures dropping off into the low 30 or upper 30s. Then as we head into next week, we've got a couple of storm systems we're keeping an eye on. One Tuesday into Wednesday, another one late next week. The early week one, I'm not too worried about. The one towards the end of the week, that could pack a little more punch. But again, that's about 10 days away, and we'll kind of iron out the details on that as we get a little closer. But very quiet weather with above normal temperatures all the way through the weekend. Let's enjoy it while it's here.
Oh, let's always enjoy it while it's here because the weather can shift. And I'm really hoping that none of those stormy times that you're talking about might accidentally overlap the upcoming Grand Forks Farm Toy Show. Nate Schlief is in studio with us because he's the guy who's going to be running this whole operation. All right, Nate, let's get started. Talk to us about the farm show or the toy show that's coming up. I need dates, I need times, but there's going to be so many more things that people want to hear about.
All right, thank you. We have our upcoming 5th annual Grand Forks Farm Toy Show. The dates are March 13th and 14th. That is Friday and Saturday. Friday, we open our doors at noon and run till 7 p.m. And Saturday, we start at 9 a.m. and run to 5 p.m. That'll be at the Alara Center in Grand Forks. And basically 12 and under are free, $6 admission for adults to get in. So this year, something different that we haven't done before. We're having a custom truck build contest. So people that are into semi-tractors and semi-trucks basically build one, put modifications on it, and come, and they get to compete and get some prizes and trophies to take home with that. So that's something new that we're doing. And then the other new thing is we were down in Dyersville, Iowa for the National Farm Toy Show. My son had a farm toy display, and part of that we made a combine demolition derby at a county fairgrounds.
Okay.
So we are having a combine demolition derby, 1/64 scale, with 4 combines that'll be going on during our show too.
Okay, time out. The list of questions I'm making right now doesn't even begin to keep up. All right, let's go back to the semi-truck build. What size are these trucks? Are these like a 1/32nd scale? And are they all... Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So 1/32nd, do they move? Are they like RC cars or are they stationary?
These ones are all stationary, so they're 1/64 scale.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
that's only 1/64 scale, only semi trucks. So they can be either straight trucks or semi rigs that compete.
Sweet. Okay, so we've got that. Then when you said the Dyersville show, can you compare and contrast like the size of what you do in Grand Forks versus Dyersville? And I know that folks are going to want to come to Grand Forks because it's local, but what are some of the things that might be yours and yours alone versus what happens at a national toy show, if that makes any sense?
Sure. The national show is of large size and scale, so they basically take an elementary school, and the kids get an extra day or two off of school. They move all the desks in the classrooms, convert the school over, so it becomes a place to host the show. There's a ag toy museum that's set up, another gymnasium. So all throughout Dyersville, there's several different places, and it takes the better part of 2 days to get through all of it if you're going to go down there
Okay.
and take it all in. So it's pretty large. I know the toy farmer based out of Lemoore was instrumental in getting that started
Wow.
when they did that. So it's always the first full weekend in November. So that is the granddaddy of them all. That's how it's touted, and it's a just a show to go. I've seen people from Europe come and display and compete in some of their adult display contests as well. So it's really an interesting and exciting place to be. Our toy show started 5 years ago with just over 60 tables that were at it. We didn't entirely know what to plan for, so we just thought if we hit 50 tables, we thought we'd be successful. We've worked with the other toy show hosts within North Dakota, between Minot and Langdon, primarily, and just trying to figure out what vendors we could get. And so right now we're sitting at like 175 tables that are going to be set up. So we've seen some growth come to the show and really enjoyed it. We also very much encourage static displays for kids to come and make a favorite farm toy display that they have at any level.
Oh.
So it's no cost for them to come and display. So we always like to see that, and that really gets that next generation engaged.
How many people you get coming through the doors, Nate?
Last year was like 1,200 people
Okay.
that we had.
All
So
right.
Yeah.
Good crowd.
yeah,
Good
it was a good crowd. So
I might not be traveling this year. I'm very excited that I can probably come to Grand Forks.
that'd be fantastic.
Very
Yeah.
excited. Okay, the combine demo.
Mhm.
So is it a static display or are these tiny moving combines smashing each other? Because I'm good for either one.
All right. Well, I actually brought a couple props with me. So this is the 3D printed combine that a coworker actually made a couple of them for me. One of them we painted authentic to look like John Deere tractor, the same scheme as a 6600 John Deere combine. This one, if you've ever been to a live combine demo, a lot of times they will change the color scheme and paint it and do whatever they want. And this one happens to be, it looks like camel. So that's the 3D printed portion of it. The other portion is we took a 1/64 scale forklift, like what I laid out there, and took it apart, disassembled it, and ultimately I came up with a chassis, and then we mount the combine on top of that, and then that's how we converted and made a remote control combine.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Isn't it?
Okay, so for those, if you're watching on the live stream brought to us by Lighthouse Commodities, you can literally see this on the camera, what the size and the scale is that Nate's talking about. If you're listening, you would equate this to like the size of cars on racetracks that you raced as a little kid. That be a good comparison?
It would be. Yep, correct.
You should know I have a lot of listener comments already. Got a guy from out by the Minnewacan area. He said, "Love this show. Looking forward to going again this year. Truly a great one." Also, another one of our listeners, Chad, said, "Really go big in size. This show goes big in size. The number of exhibitors versus last year. Some really good local 3D printed toys like old pull-type combines, beet lifters, beet carts, and more." And that's an area that has been tremendous growth is the 3D printing.
Yeah, we've seen a few folks come up there with their 3D machines and actually do some demonstrations, and it's fun to watch a kid just stand around and they'll make little trinkets or things that they can take home with them free, and it's just a great way for them to learn more and think about the science behind some of that.
Well, Nate, we're coming up on break now, but we want you to stick around. We want to talk to you about your involvement in Farm Bureau when we come back, if you've got time to stick around.
Sure can.
Absolutely. Okay, so when we come back, we'll continue our discussion with Nate, and we've got one other thing that we've got to take care of. We'll find out more on that after the break. All right, there's your cue to call. 12th caller wins a pair of tickets to Alabama. There go the phones lighting up. 701-293-9000. 12th caller. Addison will take that 12th caller, but before we get there, we got Vince on line one. Vince, you got a question. What's going on?
Okay, you can hear me?
Yep, go ahead, Vince.
Okay, I turned my radio off. I just wanted to, I have two comments, make it short. I just wanted to back up Scott Hennon on his comments on the Red Hat.
Okay, that's
Okay.
the other station, Vince. We're weather.
Or maybe you're looking.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep. You might be looking
yeah,
for Jay Thomas.
yeah. Unless you want Jay Thomas might have something on his show. You can call in after that. This is Weather and Ag though.
Oh,
But
I have to go to Jay Thomas's show.
yeah, you got it. You got it,
Yep.
Vince. Hey, thanks for calling, Vince. Appreciate it, bud. All right, so and we're still waiting for that 12th caller. I believe Addison is taking those, and
Just for those details, these are tickets for the Alabama concert on April 17th. Pre-sale starts this Friday, February 13th. Nobody else is getting tickets yet. So
That's
if you are
right.
caller number 12 today, you're going to be the numbers 3 and 4 people getting tickets for this. And you're calling us on the JLA Insurance phone line of 701-293-9000. Thank you for that. And thank you for the emails we've been getting to our email inboxes that are powered by Superior Grain Equipment, who bring us superior drying and grain handling solutions. Our guest in studio today is Nate Schlieve. Nate, we've been talking about the Farm Toy Show, and I want to once again reiterate the dates, location, etc., because I'm getting some messages from people saying, "When is that? I want to put it on my calendar."
The date is March 13th and 14th. Friday starting at noon, runs noon to 7. Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 at the Alara Center in Grand Forks.
Sweet. This is going to be a great show. Just the details of what you've been talking about, the static displays that kids can come and do because it's free for kids to come in is a great way to expand their creativity and have a little bit of fun. Nate, I would be remiss if I didn't ask, what's your favorite tractor you're going to display when you get to the Farm Toy Show?
Oh, I have a collection of red tractors, so usually that's what shows up there. So,
Are there any rare ones in the bunch?
yeah, I have a couple. Like a International 2+2 would be one of them that would be rare, and yeah, there's a couple custom ones too.
The Snoopies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nate, you're very active in North Dakota Farm Bureau, and you were recently out at the American Farm Bureau convention, which was in California last month. What are some of the highlights of things that you are doing as part of Farm Bureau state and nationwide?
Okay. Our main program, so I'm part of the Promotion and Engagement Committee, and one of 9 states that's represented right now that is thinking about how we come up with programming that we can have conversations with consumers and engage with them to tell the story of agriculture. And the main program that we've been pushing is called Ask a Farmer. And the Ask a Farmer is real simple. We have some pull-up banners that you put up behind you that say, I'm a farmer or I'm a rancher. What questions do you have? We've had some real success doing this at not only grocery stores, we've went to culinary schools, gotten in front of students and let them ask questions from real farmers. And it's always interesting to find the questions that they ask, and it's not always what you think they're going to ask, but great way to engage with folks that are thinking about their food and production of their food and telling the story of agriculture in new and meaningful ways.
Because right now folks question what's going on in their food system, and I think the more often we can help them feel comfortable and answer their questions, the better, right? And
Right.
you're probably getting people asking you questions that are not very inflammatory, right? Like they're just curious. And that's maybe the best thing to realize is it's not meant to be an argument. It's just an education.
Yep, absolutely. I think one of my favorite questions was a young man that said, if your neighbor's organic and you're not organic, how do you farm side by side and how do you get along? And we just talked through like we're all together in this together, and we want if they're organic, like look at what the borders are of their fields and when the times that we're spraying and what the wind direction is, so make sure that we're not harming the product that they're producing either. And so that was a very interesting question to me, is like, how do you work together side by side?
That is a great question. I'm so glad someone was being insightful in wanting to bring that up. Very much appreciate that. So when you come to the state level, the things that the Farm Bureau does, first of all, Cass County Farm Bureau sponsors our internship, our assistant ag director here on the station every month, and we greatly appreciate that. What are some of the other things that you look to Farm Bureau for as a member? How does that impact you?
I think the biggest thing is when we think about policies that affect things like property rights and looking at advancement of agriculture or technology in agriculture, and how does that affect different members across the state. If you think about the Red River Valley and what we do for practices here. And if you go to Western North Dakota and you look at the practices there, we really, when we have that discussion on policy, how we got to be mindful of how that affects each other in different areas of the state and work together as an organization, because when we unite our voices, we can get some things done. And I think we've done a lot of grassroots policy, even at our county level, where we bring an issue or concept and then take it to the district and finally take it to the state and see if that's some of the things that we want as our belief system. So I thoroughly enjoy different methods that we can use to think about what we're doing on the front of agriculture and how we're getting that message out there.
Nate, I want to say thanks for taking the time to come in today. I know our day is a little bit off kilter because we're going to be preempted here at 1:30 for a press conference. We did want to make sure that our winner from the Alabama concert tickets yesterday, Freddie, please call us back. And Dean, I think we have a winner.
We do. We have today's winner, Mike, on line 3. Mike, congratulations.
Thank you.
Have you ever been to see Alabama before?
Well, yeah, I saw him at the very first Wheat Fest in 1983, and then we saw him again in 2012 at Wheat Fest from when they came back for the 30th annual.
All right. Good deal. Good deal. Well, congrats, Mike, and enjoy the show. You're one of the few to get those tickets early before they go on sale this Friday.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
All right. Enjoy the show, Mike. Appreciate it. And we're still waiting for, again, our yesterday's winner, Freddie. If you can give us a call back, our producer forgot to get a couple of tidbits of information from you. So, Freddie, give us a call back, winner from yesterday. Need a little bit more information from you. And that will do it, Bridgette, for today. Let's give a quick recap of the weather, though. We still have some fog in the Northern Valley with temperatures in the 20s, but we're going to see that fog burn off. Plenty of sunshine for the rest of the afternoon. Next couple of days, morning fog, but plenty of afternoon sun with temperatures all the way through the weekend, right around 40 degrees. Enjoy the quiet weather. We will have changes in store for next week. So that'll do it for Bridgette, myself, for Weather and Ag in Focus. Jay Thomas Show is coming up at 2 o'clock, but there's breaking news. We'll have a press conference on that coming up here in just a few minutes.